Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So Old Dominion's offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Moses. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds his man, it's Myers. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He hurls one deep down the left side.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So Georgia Southern's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move, stopped for a short gain. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pulls it in, it's Powell. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Plows through the defense. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That's caught. It's Myers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Monarchs are in the hurry up. The give to the single back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Moses. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the Monarchs are marching down the field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world, but it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. The Red Hawks of Miami came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Yager Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the map.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Moses. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. And off to Jones. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Right back to him on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quick handoff. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Monarchs want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. He'll try to pop the draw. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Moses. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. On the ground, it's Powell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Green. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. There he goes! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Calls his own number.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
On to kick it away.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
They go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He's brought down near the 16-yard line. First down for the
give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
And the Monarchs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Pucks it out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Running to the left. Slithers into space. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Bring in the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Moses. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the left.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Moses. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Green. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to adjust the pattern. The toss to the outside. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. And the Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Monarchs will hustle to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Turns it loose deep. Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that supplementary.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Moses. Firing to the right, complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Gives it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the run. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Wants to throw. It's Moses. Makes the grab over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs. Turning it on. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, ultimate.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results.
Looking to throw on 1st down.
They're trailing by 24 to Colorado State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Breaks into the open. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Powell. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. Running to Breed. Hard running there. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal, ultimate.
Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Georgia Southern, 3.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out quickly. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the move and looking deep. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here comes the Heat. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Georgia Southern in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Eagles!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think we saw that deep middle area vacated. He said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. And this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get outside. Makes his man miss. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And that's a first down for the offense.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.